Welcome to the junkyard. I'm not Noah, in case you didn't notice.
Yeah, and we're actually down 2 members.
Yeah, 2 people died. Was that a decent intro? Do we feel like, or should I take it again? You know, should I give the audience a couple different versions to appreciate? No, that's okay. That's okay. Yeah, but so the other 2 are dead, unfortunately.
Yeah, they're gone forever. They're in a
Tragically,
realm we cannot speak of.
Yeah, that's true. That is actually true. So they are indeed in a place that we are not allowed to speak of. So yeah, you might hear from them at some point, and if not, I don't know. Yeah.
So
yeah, but Matthew and I thought we could. Yeah, go ahead.
Today's episode. We have a lot on the docket. There's only 2 of us, so we think we
had to lock in. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, we think that it will go faster than if we had multiple people. So
yeah. I can I also comment before we get started with anything that our last episode was on April 18th. Was the recorded date?
Wait, really?
Yeah, if you look at the doc, that's the last day that we have notes
over a month ago.
Almost 2 months ago.
And we haven't had an upload on the channel in over 2 weeks. So
guys, we might have fell off.
The channel is dead.
We fell off.
We fell off. Shout out Henley.
Shout out Henley. Why didn't we ask? Whatever. They're in the realm we can't speak of. Doesn't matter.
Henley's he's busy right now.
Oh, they all have jobs, don't they? Yeah.
No, they're at another place, at a certain field. That
you can tell me about this later. I'm sure.
Recall. You know what I mean?
We'll talk about this after, I'm sure, because I don't know what you're saying. Anyway, so Matthew and I thought it'd be fun to kind of do a little episode just with us, especially since I'm still at college. I'll be home next week, so maybe a little bit of pre-summer content out of me and Matthew.
A true American patriot has fact-checked this.
Yes, red-blooded American patriot. So the first thing we wanted to do, I've been playing Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag recently, and I was talking with Matthew about it the other day, and I was like, what if we did an Assassin's Creed tier list? Because our last tier list was so well received. I actually don't know if it was well received. Was it well received? Do we know?
No.
No, it was not. It was not well received.
The one comment we have from one of our favorite listeners, he thought we missed. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, we'll probably miss again, but tune in for Matthew and I's thoughts. We are. I am going to say this now. There's going to be quite a few in the unplayed section. I won't lie. But here's our tier list maker. And I figure that we can just start by I'll get this ad out of here. We can start by going down the list.
Get this ad out of here, bruh.
Okay. So first we have Assassin's Creed Liberation. Have you played Liberation?
No.
Okay,
I didn't even know which one it was when I was looking.
So Liberation is the one where you play as, I think she's a former slave, if I'm remembering correctly. It's like the early 1800s, and the whole thing about it is that you can like swap between different outfits, and like one of them's for combat, one of them's for social stealth. I don't remember what the third one's for. And I know that I played it briefly, and I would probably put it at like low, maybe just C. Like, it's fine.
We have to get this out the way. This is for Assassin's Creed games, which typically I would say are better than your average game, but they also typically cost more than your average game, so it kind of makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, some aren't amazing, as we'll get to, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But yeah, so there's that, and I figure,
or they were bad on launch. Like, I remember them being bad on launch, and so they'll probably be.
Yes, well, that'll definitely be a huge portion for one very specific game. All right, we had some tech problems, so hopefully the cut isn't too bad. But what I was saying, in case it needs to be resaid, and if not, you'll just cut this back out, is that Assassin's Creed Liberation, you're like this, like I believe you're an freed woman who used to be a slave in like 1800s America, and she. Do you want to close that ad, by the way? But she it's on the bottom right where like the
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
closed.
Um, and you get like three different outfits, and like I don't know, it's fine enough, but I didn't finish it. I thought it was kind of surface level. So
Supposedly it's connected to Creed 3 somehow.
I know. Is it?
It says Assassin's
Oh.
Creed 3 Liberation, so
Oh, I didn't know that.
has to be connected somehow.
Okay. Well, yeah, and
Um,
Matthew's in charge of the tier list now. So if you want to do it in order of release, you can instead of just whatever order they have it, or we can do it. It's up to you.
okay,
You're in
Creed
charge.
1. I would actually. This is a fine order because I don't want to
Okay.
do it in order of
Wait,
release.
try to keep the whole. Yeah, there you go.
Invisible, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Assassin's Creed Brother, or not Brotherhood, Bloodline.
Bloodline.
Yeah.
Which one is Bloodline?
I don't know.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Hold on,
there
I'm gonna
is
Google it.
Brotherhood and Bloodline.
Is this a game I've never heard of?
I think it's Creed 1, bro. I think
No,
we're
I don't think it
just
is.
silly in the head, maybe.
It's a 2
No, it's not.
It's a second spin-off installment as a direct sequel to the first Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
Okay,
I've
I
never
don't
played
know.
this game.
Yeah, I didn't even know this existed. Oh, it looks like
I've never seen anything about this game.
Yeah, I don't know what this is. So I guess just put it in unplayed. I I did not know this is.
Okay.
Oh, it's a PSP game. Okay, I see.
The next game appears to be in China. I think these are the
Oh,
three,
those are the Chronicles.
Yeah.
I've played the Russian one and it was pretty good, but I've not played the other two, and I've only played parts of the Russian one.
So
I would put the Russian one. Yeah, I would put the Russian one at a solid like B tier. I thought it was fun. I thought it was interesting. Or you could put it in like high C. Maybe high C is more accurate. Like it was fun. I had more fun with it than Liberation, but I also played it also pretty briefly.
Yeah, I have nothing to say because I've never.
Yeah, that's fine. They're like the side-scrolling ones. And they're like fun, but they're different. They're very different. Okay, Assassin's Creed
Freedom Cry. Have you
Okay,
played
so
this one?
I have, dude. I'm the expert right now. So that's the spin-off where he plays Adewale from Assassin's Creed 4. And I thought it was better than Liberation. I still don't know if it would go in B tier, but yeah, probably C. Maybe above the Russian one. Because I liked it. I thought it was fun. I liked Adewale's. I don't really remember what the story was, but I remember enjoying it enough. And yeah, it was kind of, it's very short, just like Liberation is. But it's its own little adventure, which I
Oh my god,
liked.
I'm getting to the games I actually know about.
Yeah, you're getting there. Okay, so is Mirage the next one?
I have heard and seen that it was dookie.
Well, I haven't played it though, so. Are we tier listing a game we've not played?
I have a listener of the channel who would say it deserves F tier, so.
Okay, but can either of us attest to that?
No, but I would never spend $60 to buy Mirage in the first place, based on what I've heard. So
I would buy it on sale. I think it looks decent. I don't think it looks amazing, but I think it looks fine. I promise we're gonna get more games onto this list. By the way, I've played more of these upcoming ones.
Odyssey.
Okay, have you played Odyssey?
No.
Oh my god, this entire list is just gonna be my opinions. Okay, I think Odyssey has a decent world and the story is fine, but the combat is not my favorite. I'm just not really a fan of the ability-based stuff in general, and also it's way too fucking long. So I would probably put it at B tier, just because like it's a strong game, and like if you want to play it and have fun with it, you can definitely have fun with it. But like I could not finish it. I tried to play it twice. The first time I stopped after like 20 hours. The second time I stopped after like 40 hours, and yeah, I just couldn't finish it. And Yeah, it's not my favorite. It's definitely a better game than anything we've seen so far, but yeah.
I don't think it's going to be better than anything. Maybe. I'm looking at the list right now. Okay. Syndicate. I would put Syndicate in A.
Yeah, hot take, I think Syndicate is the second best Assassin's Creed game, so I would put it in S personally. But I know that I'm not of the majority opinion on that. But I like the combat in it. I think it's fun. I like the parkour system. I know it's the parkour system from Assassin's Creed Unity, but I like how smooth and fluid it is. I like the grappling hook. I think it matches like the cityscape very well. And I like Evie and Jacob. I know hating Jacob is a very common thing in the Assassin's Creed community, but I think he's fun. So
He
so I
is
really
meant to be different from Eve.
exactly, yeah. Evie's like the typical assassin. So I mean, if you want to just put that in A, I guess that's fine. But yeah, I really like Syndicate. I think it's great.
Unity. Okay. I really like Unity, and I think it has the best parkour system in the out of the creeds. But it had a shitty launch.
My thing is the only time I've tried to play it, I got it for free
It's hella
on
buggy.
Ubisoft, and it's hella buggy, and it wouldn't display correctly on my computer, which I think looking back was probably a skill issue on my part because I remember I was pretty young when I tried to play it on my computer, and I don't think I like fully understood graphic settings by that point. So with that caveat in mind, I found it buggy and uninteresting. And then I tried to play it semi recently, but all I remember is that I tried to play it for like 15 minutes and I just thought the combat was not that good and I didn't want to play it any further than that. So honestly, I would probably put it at like C or
when
F
I
personally.
I played it on my PS4, um, I didn't have any of the bugs everybody else had, because when I played it, it was like a year after release, and so they kind of fixed some of the things. And I do like France as a setting. I think it's cool. Um, and again, I think the parkour is really cool.
I
I
think it is
really
the
liked
same
it.
parkour system as Syndicate though. Like I'm pretty sure they have the same exact. I could be wrong, but
Um,
so where would you put Unity? Like if it was just you?
if it was just me, I'd definitely put it above Odyssey. But
Hmm.
I do
Yeah,
think a lot of
I was
things knock
unimpressed
it,
with it. Yeah, I
like
don't
the
know.
poor release, and I don't know.
Maybe
I
maybe
just
put it in B after Odyssey. Maybe is like a compromise because I
the
just don't see myself playing that game like ever.
the after release I heard was
Maybe I
it
should
was
give it a
just
better
not the
try
best.
because I do own it as I
It
said,
could be the port's
but
just bad, but I don't
yeah,
know why that would be.
I don't know.
Um,
I didn't. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, what's the next one?
Valhalla.
Oh, okay. I have not played it, but I've heard very bad things from like I know we didn't put Mirage anywhere, so if you haven't played it, I guess it won't go anywhere.
I have
But
not.
I've heard bad things, and I hear it's longer than Odyssey, which concerns me because Odyssey was too long.
Dude, what is up with these ads, man? Safeway,
I don't
get out
know.
of here, dog.
Do you have an ad blocker you need to turn on or something?
No, they can get their ads, I guess.
In our video, they'll help monetize us
In
maybe.
our video.
In
Um
our video.
okay. This is one of my favorites coming up here. Hold up. Creed 3. Uh
Okay.
S tier, please and
Uh,
thank you.
um, I feel like I have a hot take that I don't think some of the older Assassin's Creed games have aged as well as people say they have. And I also own Creed 2 for free, and I went back to try and play it, and I found the controls kind of tedious. And I found it annoying to play, personally.
Um I can see where you're coming from, but I think this, you're fist fighting the Pope, bro. Come on.
Yeah, this
Um,
also, like, this really falls into my modern fans of generally anything piss me off because yeah, if I hear, we'll probably get to this when we talk about Shadows, but if I hear one more person talk about how historically inaccurate Shadows is, I like as I mentioned before we started all this, I'm replaying Black Flag right now, and that game is not historically accurate, like at all. And also, like we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But like, yeah. So I guess you make an interesting point with the fist fighting the Pope, where these games have never really been that historically accurate. Sorry, guys. I
But
would
I feel
probably
like
put.
I will say this. I feel like the difference is, and we disagree on this point, but I feel the difference is that they didn't sell Creed 2 being historically accurate
I mean,
in
they
the
kind of
trailers.
did. They kind of did though, to a certain extent. I don't know. We can have this
We can
argument
agree to
if we
disagree.
want to. Yeah, but
Um,
I don't think it's S tier. I think I can compromise with a high B, low A, because I recognize how this game improved on the first one, and I recognize that the story is pretty good for the most part. Like Ezio's a good character. I just think the gameplay holds it back from being like a
I
top
think
tier.
Ezio is the best MC in the series. That's why he has 3 games about him. So,
Yeah.
or 4. He has 4.
What's the fourth?
Um, He's in Revelations, Brotherhood, Creed 1, and Creed 2.
He's not in Creed 1.
Who's Creed
Al-
1?
Altair.
Or is that Altair? Oh, okay.
And Altair is in Revelations as well.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know. I understand like the importance this game holds, which is why I said I'm like happy enough to have it higher up on the list. I just think that I don't see myself playing it because of the gameplay anytime soon. But also, I've been replaying Black Flag as I keep saying, and I was really annoyed by the gameplay at first, and have like come around on it a little bit. So maybe I just need to force myself to enjoy it, and then I would enjoy it.
I don't know. I just can't put it anywhere below from
All right.
a personal perspective.
That's fine.
It's not getting put
I
in the
can
same bracket as
I
Odyssey
can.
and Unity.
That's fine. That's fine. Honestly, I can respect that.
Ooh,
Creed
Creed
3.
3.
We're both big
S
Creed 3
tier,
fans, aren't we?
please.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sor.
Yeah, I'll put that up there. I think Syndicate's better, but like I'm fine with putting that in S tier.
Creed 3 is my favorite Assassin's Creed. It has 2 great MCs. You start out playing the dad.
Why do you keep saying M? Just say protagonist.
Main characters, bro.
Why
They're
are
the main
you saying
character.
MC?
It's like an anime thing. It's kind of funny.
I see.
Like
Okay.
he's the MC, and then he's just some cool shit.
I see. Okay.
Um,
Okay. But yeah, Hatham is a really cool character to start the game with. I think Hatham is the best villain in all of Assassin's Creed.
Well, the thing is I like Hatham.
Yeah, that's why he's
the
a good
problem.
villain. No,
Yeah.
but that's why he's a good villain because you like him and you respect him, and his story with Connor is like really well done. Like I think people slept on 3. I really do.
I think. Well, another reason why I like it. Okay, the setting is
Yeah, the
America.
Revolutionary War is a cool setting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you get like the whole thing that inspired Black Flag, which we'll get into later, is the ship fight.
That's true. The ship combat is Well, and
Creed
there's
3.
also if you do the homestead missions, there's a bunch more ship combat in Creed 3. Connor sails the IKEA like all around. I'm pretty sure you go to a bunch of different places. Because I replayed that a few years ago. Or I guess I played it. I wasn't really
The
replaying it.
shanties are the music phenomenal.
Isn't that from 4?
Of the game,
Are there shanties in 3?
at the start of the game, when you're entering the new world as Hatham, and you're on the ship, there's a shanty that plays. Like, it is actually in the Akadeka binder of I forget which of the Revolutionary Warrior.
Assassin's Creed was in the Akadeka binder.
The shanty at the start of the game, which is
Academic
Fuego.
Decathlon. I see.
Yeah,
but I think Creed 3 is really good. I think the story's good. I think Connor is a cool protagonist. I know that a lot of people think he's boring and bland and doesn't say much, but I think if you do the homestead missions, it really fleshes him out. I think he's a good character.
Also, I remember really liking the combat. Like,
yeah, I think it has the same problems.
It's a little silly sometimes, but I like it. It's a little silly with the one tap everybody.
Yeah, it's what I'll get to
mechanic.
when we get to Black Flag because that's just the one I'm playing right now. But yeah, this era of Assassin's Creed combat, which might not be that dissimilar from Creed 2, like it honestly might not be. I don't really 100% remember, but I don't think the combat is like amazing. I think it's kind of unsatisfying sometimes, but
What I would
it's good.
say the worst part about Creed 3, from my opinion, is the parkour. And the reason why I'll say that is because compared to like Creed 2 and the earlier Creeds, is there's just, I think since it's just I feel it's such a bigger world.
Yeah,
The
I don't think
parkour just
the
doesn't seem as like unique. Like in Creed 2, you can like hop around different like there feels like there's parkour paths for you as the
yeah.
player to do, whereas in Creed 3 you don't really have that. It's kind
Yeah,
of
Creed
you
3,
climb
I
up
mean
nothing.
they have you have that when you're in a city, but you don't spend the most of, like a lot of the game is like in the countryside and like in very small towns and stuff. So I think it just doesn't yeah, it doesn't do a great job of using that to its advantage, which I think is something you can argue like Odyssey and Valhalla have the same problem. But yeah, I would agree. That's probably an accurate take. So yeah, Creed
Um
3, fire Creed 3.
Origins.
Okay, I personally think Origins is the best Assassin's Creed game. I really
I've
like Origins.
never played it.
I think it's the best one. For me, it goes Origins to Syndicate is my top two, and then from there, I'm not 100% sure. Maybe we'll figure that down the line. So I think it's S tier. I guess if that's just my opinion, I don't really know what you can say to to argue against that.
Um
Um,
yeah, I mean
because
I don't know.
I think it has more satisfying combat than either Odyssey or the only. I guess I didn't mention when we talked about Valhalla that I've played like 15 minutes of it, but I don't feel like that's enough to really define the game. But from what I played, I didn't think the combat was that satisfying. Um, so I think Origins has more satisfying combat. The story is really good. Bayek, in my opinion, might be the best Assassin's Creed protagonist. Like he's awesome and his story is really good. And I think the origin for the assassins is like very well done. It's very interesting. And it's ancient Egypt. It's just a cool setting. Like I don't know. This game, in my opinion, has so much going for it, and it's not like Odyssey where it's way too fucking long. Like you can play it and reasonably finish it, and yeah, just a great game.
Um yeah, I can't really have an opinion on it. I have never played it, but I've heard a lot of good things about it from a lot of
Yeah,
people. So
yeah. I think it's great. I think it's really good. I think you should try it.
um
Is that Shadows we have next?
yeah, video. I actually made a video on this game when it came out.
Have you played it?
No.
What was the video you made?
I was comparing the animations between it and Ghost of Tsushima because when people are buying a $60 game, you have to compare with games of previous years that were $60 and now they're
Mm-hmm.
cheaper. So, um,
I
I would
mean,
say Shadows. I mean, we both haven't played it, so
yeah, it's an unplayed. I think from what I've seen, I think Shadows gets more hate than it deserves. Not that I'm saying it's a good game. I haven't played it. I don't know that. But I suspect that it's a bit better than it gets general credit
I
for.
think it's a mid game, like a average game, and you know, I'm gonna say it, average in the big 2025 is not worth
$70?
$60.
Yeah.
Yeah, $70, my bad. Um
No, I
and
would agree. Yeah.
like just so people like know where I come from with like new AAA games, you're comparing not only new AAA games with games of the year now, but you're also comparing them with games that you can buy for cheaper from the past. Like, why would
Yeah.
I buy Shadows when I can get The Witcher 3 or Ghost of Tsushima, which is probably a better example, or
Yeah.
like there's not that reason for me, and so I just would never
Yeah,
play
I mean I'm waiting to ever play it when it's on sale.
it.
So,
See, yeah, but
yeah.
like it's probably I mean, I hope it gets some updates, and I hope you know I hope it is better. It gets better as time goes
Yeah.
on, but
Did you pin the images? You might need to unpin
um
them. You might
Oh,
not be able to move them. Yeah, just click unpin images. There you
oh,
go.
there we go.
Okay. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to add to Shadows. I think that the whole Yasuke thing is very blown out of the water. The only gripe with that I respect is people saying that they don't like that you're playing as a real person in history, which I think is valid. I think it's valid to want your protagonist to be a fictional character. But for the rest of the Yasuke stuff, I just don't care because he existed, and I have a professor here at my university who like is a very big player in the field of like Japanese history. She like did advising for Blue Eyed Samurai season 2 and stuff like that, and she very blatantly was like, yes, this isn't that historically inaccurate. Like this was him. I'm not quoting her or anything. Don't take this as a quote, but I got the impression from her that there was nothing wrong with it. So
Um, I just wish they would get back to like I wish they would make a main character. I guess this is not a good example, but I wish they would just make a good MC, like a good protagonist again that you want them to win. Like Ezio kind of has like a bit of flair to him, right? He's not a perfect character, but he's kind of funny. He makes some jokes every once in a while. Um,
yeah,
I
I
just
think
wish that the newer main characters had a bit more flair to them. I guess I wouldn't know, but a lot of them just like from what I've seen in the voice acting department and stuff, they just seem like
well,
dull
because I think
characters.
That's why I like Bayek from Origins a lot. Like he doesn't feel like a dull character. He feels very fleshed out. I think that's the problem with something like Odyssey and most likely Valhalla, though I haven't played it. But when you're like it's an RPG and you can choose dialogue options and stuff like that, it just like becomes less interesting in that way. Like you're not as invested in the character anymore because like you're playing
Yeah,
them.
yeah, that
You're really
makes
tweaking
sense.
out. You're really tweaking out. Try to close the safe I had. So I do agree. I mean, I don't know much about the AC Shadow protagonists. I hear that they're both like fine enough in the story. But I do agree that whatever the next game is, whatever's going on with Ubisoft, which it doesn't sound like it's very good. I do think that they need a good, interesting, compelling character. Because I feel
Um,
like
I think I think they need
I,
to stop making these projects so massive. I think they need to make a game smaller, sell it for
I mean, they
cheaper,
did that. They
maybe
did that with Mirage.
maybe like maybe just I would just focus on making the game a fun experience over this grand project because they're probably not going to win with a grand project. Like
Probably not.
Assassin's Creed Shadows would have had to have sold like an insane amount of copies that they just didn't sell. Um, and you can tell that by player count, but
Yeah.
or you can make an estimated guess by player count, but um,
Yeah, we can probably move on to the next one. I think we've rambled enough about Shadows.
Assassin's Creed,
Have you played Creed 1? I have not played Creed 1.
no, um,
I
I
hear
don't
it's
know.
good, but like I haven't played it.
I'll just put that there for now.
Okay.
Um, because we both haven't played it. Brotherhood.
Yeah. I briefly played Brotherhood and Revelations, both of them. Problem is I played them for like maybe an hour or two each when I was a lot younger. So like my impressions of them are not super solid. So I don't know if you have strong thoughts.
Brotherhood. Uh, I know the story, what happens in Brotherhood, but I have not personally played it. I know it's a really good game. It's like,
I
but
remember
I
that
don't know if people.
yeah, it just felt like Creed 2 but more to me when I played it. I remember that.
You get a good Altair, like Altair's character comes to a
No, that's in
complete end.
Revelations. That's in Revelations.
I don't know because he's
Yes
sitting on
it
the
is.
bench and his
No,
kid
dude.
died,
He's
and
literally right
he's
there.
watching his kid and he dies.
No, that's in Revelations. You're thinking of Revelations.
In Revelations, he's just a ghost the whole time. You're playing Ezio though.
Do you play Altair?
You
I
play
don't think
Ezio in
Altair is in Brotherhood.
Revelations.
Yeah, I know, but no, you play both.
I don't remember playing Altair in Revelations. Maybe I was. a clueless kid at the time, but I remember. Okay, so Revelations takes place in
Hold
Persia, I
on,
believe,
I'm
or it's
googling.
the I don't know where it takes place. It might be Turkey, but I remember you're playing an older Ezio.
Yeah, he's not in Brotherhood though. I don't see him.
Huh. Maybe I'm
You,
stumped then.
I think you're wrong because he's in Assassin's Creed 1, and then he reappears in Revelations with Ezio Auditore da Firenze. But I don't. Yeah, I don't see him in Brotherhood.
Dude, they're really
I don't know.
pumping these ads.
Yeah, for real. It sounds like we haven't played Brotherhood enough to put
Yeah, let's
it
just.
on there. I didn't think we'd have so many unplayed. This is very
I
upsetting.
know we have like
Yeah.
4 massive ones
Yeah.
that should be played. But whatever.
Okay, Black Flag. Okay, this is the one I've been playing. Here's what I will say. I think that the story for Black Flag is pretty decent so far. I'm not done with it yet. But I like Edward Kenway as a character. He's a fun protagonist who gets you invested. There's many elements of this game that make me be like, wow, the Assassin's Order is really not that hard to be a part of because he just steals a dude's blades and then is like the best of the bunch and he like has no training whatsoever. So it like makes me take the whole order a little bit less seriously that this random pirate can be the best of them. But that's besides the point. I think that the combat is not the best. I don't think it's aged super well. I think it's kind of clunky and annoying. I think once you play the game for a while, you kind of get in the flow of it and it's not as bad. But for the first few hours of me playing it, every time I got into a fight, I was just annoyed because it just felt like, oh, counter kill, counter kill, counter kill, counter kill. Oh, he's attacking, counter kill. And now, like, I feel like I've gotten to a point where, like, I've gotten it to be more flowy and, like, I use, like, the break defense techniques and stuff like that. So, like, it's fine. And the naval combat is okay. I know it's what this game is known for. I think it's fine. I don't think it's, like, the most amazing thing ever. Like, I hear a lot of people talk about it. That being said, I do think it's pretty fun. I think it's a good game. And I would probably put it in, like, A tier.
That's where I would put it in. I really like this story, and it ties into Creed 3 pretty well.
Yeah. There's just a lot of things about it that like annoy me, and like the stealth in Black Flag really pisses me off. Like I'm not even joking. When I get home, I own Assassin's Creed Syndicate on my PlayStation, which is at home, but not I don't have it here at college. So I'm playing Black Flag right now before I go home. But playing Black Flag just keeps making me be like, man, this just makes me want to go play Syndicate because the controls and stuff are a little bit more refined and like and also the parkour in Black Flag, which this is probably the case for 3 and probably the case for 2, but I really think the old parkour controls are just kind of clunky sometimes and you constantly do things you don't mean to do. And I don't know if I just suck. I don't know if it's just a skill issue.
Oh,
But I don't know.
the most annoying thing is when you like jump off of where you're trying
Oh
to jump
yeah.
up and then you jump
Yeah.
like your
Yep.
character runs at the screen and jumps back.
Yep. Yep.
Like off the thing. That's
Yeah.
I remember that being the most annoying thing.
Yeah, but I mean, I've stuck with it. Clearly, I've put in like 10 hours, if not more, in the last few days. So clearly, I'm enjoying it. So I would say I would probably put it at A tier below Syndicate. I don't know about you.
Yeah. I mean, I like the game. It's a good game.
No, it is a good game. I have felt maybe it's just because it's older and like I just need to reckon with that. But playing it, I've just been very aware that I'm like, wow, this is an older game.
Just don't think. I just remember liking Creed 3 more than Black Flag, because I do think Black Flag has a little too many ship fights. I know that's like the whole premise, but
it's like it's really
a little too much in my opinion. I think they needed a little bit more assassin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I do
Don't get me
understand.
that wrong. There are missions in it where you are an assassin, but I like Creed 3 more.
Yeah,
I
for
like the
me,
balance
it's
more.
it's buoyed by the fact that I like Edward as a main character. I like the time period that it's in. I just took a history class on pirates this quarter, and so that's what inspired me to start playing it again. And like, I like how it interacts with history. It's still not very historically accurate, as I was talking about earlier, but like, it's fun. Um, but yeah, I think it's definitely a product of its time, and you can feel that. And I'm sure if I replayed Assassin's Creed 3, I would think the same thing. But yeah,
Yeah, Edward Kenway.
yeah,
Sit your ass in A. Um,
yeah.
Assassin's Creed Rogue. Have you played Rogue?
I have not. I hear it's very similar to Black Flag. And I think from what I know about the plot, I think the idea of having an assassin like think that the Templars are the good guys of the story and like swapping sides, I think that's like fascinating. I find that very interesting. But I know that
Almost
this
happened to
game
Connor. Or
almost happened to
Connor
Connor. True.
Connor was trying to choose between Templar or Assassin, sort of.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I don't know
Um,
how big of a yeah. But I do think that the setting is pretty cool from what I've seen. It's just like very similar to Black Flag. I think you go to the Arctic, which is kind of cool. And I would like to play it. I will say that from playing Black Flag, I would like to try Rogue and like see. Because honestly, sometimes I feel like the Templars really aren't that bad. I'm not gonna lie. Sometimes I'm like, huh, maybe everything shouldn't be permitted.
yeah, but
But
you're supposed to be an emo. I'm an assassin. Love it.
true,
Okay. Uh,
true. But I guess if
um,
neither one of us has played it, stick it. Yet another in unplayed. Good God, maybe we shouldn't have done a tier list on a game series we apparently haven't played.
half the
Um,
games, bro. I
yeah,
don't
that's
understand.
yeah. I thought I
Um,
honestly, if we take the Chronicles out and the PSP game, it's a little bit better, but but it's still not.
I feel like we haven't played Mirage, Valhalla, and Shadows because they cost a lot and they just weren't that well received. So we just have no reason to buy
Yeah, I
them.
mean, Mirage was $40, which is like not horrid for a game. I almost bought it when it was on sale, but then I had to buy other things that were more pressing, and then I was like, I'm not spending more money this month.
More
Um,
money, but problems.
so I almost played Mirage. I got very close, and I would, yeah. I feel like out
Um,
of the ones there, or yeah, let's do Revelation before I say whatever I'm going to say.
I would stick it in A. I really
You'd
liked
stick
it.
it in now. Okay, I can't
If
really
what you're
contest.
saying
No,
is true about the Altair ending actually being
it
in
is
this
true.
game,
It is true.
okay,
I'm telling you, it's true.
then I
He's
like the
literally on the cover
story
art. You can see him behind
a
Ezio.
lot. I still don't believe it,
I
man.
don't. I don't understand. You don't believe me. He's right
Um,
there. He's literally right there.
I just don't even I don't remember that being a part of this game, but I guess
It's
it
a very
was,
big part. It's a
and I'm
very big
tripping.
part of the game. Yeah,
Um,
I played the
but
first like
I
10 minutes of
seeing the
it.
cutscene. Um, I just remember you see the ghost around all the time, but I thought that was
Yeah.
younger Ezio, and he was trying to learn from his
No, no, no,
past.
no, no. That's Altair. Because I think the whole
Okay,
thing is that he goes to Constantinople, where Altair
yeah,
was, and he's like following in his footsteps. I think is the plot line. And what I do like about Revelation story wise, as I said, I've only played 10 minutes of it, so I'm not talking about gameplay. But I like things like the hook blade and like dealing with like an aging Ezio. Like I think that's pretty cool.
yeah. He was
Um,
trying. He's like trying to find how to have a good ending, so to say.
yeah,
Um, but I remember I really liked Constantinople, or modern day Turkey.
yeah.
Um, but
Yeah, I think it just occurred to me a way that we can spice up the end of this tier list, Matthew. We have so many games in unplayed. So what if we turn F, since we have nothing in F, to like would play, and then we change unplayed to no interest in playing, to really,
okay,
to really, to really like add some more here, since we have so many fucking games that we just have nothing to say.
okay.
Okay,
Creed. I
I
would play Creed.
I would play it. I would play it. It's not. I would think it would be like in the middle of the pack for me, but I would try it.
I
Um,
I would personally play Brotherhood.
Yeah, I'd
Um,
probably play that over Creed 1 because it probably has better controls and stuff.
it is
I'm
newer.
very interested in playing Rogue, personally.
Same here.
I personally more so than any of the other two, but yeah,
Mirage,
I would
I
play.
wouldn't not.
I would
But
play it if you want to put it at the bottom
okay,
of would play, but I would play it because I think it's like a new. I would not play Valhalla straight up. I'm not interested in
yeah.
playing Valhalla.
Bloodlines.
I'm not interested
It's
in playing that.
PSP.
Yeah, no.
Um,
I
Chronicles.
I played one of them very briefly, and I think I got my fill
I
of
just don't know if I
Chronicles.
would sink my time into these games over other games I have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. No, I feel you.
Um, okay,
I would play
Shadows.
Shadows. I would play Shadows. If it was cheaper, I would play it.
I don't think
Like
I
I
would.
I think when it goes on sale, I would play it.
I think I would. How much is the Ghost of Tsushima DLC? I think I
Iki
would buy
Island
that way before I would buy this.
on PC or
Um,
on PlayStation?
PC.
Because I'm pretty sure the
I
game
have
just
I
comes
have
with it.
Ghost. I have Ghost on PC.
Oh, then you
Let me
probably
check.
have the DLC as well. I think you. Iki Island, I think, is included with the Steam version. I could be
I don't
wrong,
know.
but
This is where we would differ, but doesn't
I don't
matter
know.
where you put it, I
Yeah,
guess. Um,
just put it at the bottom of would play, and it's just like on the border, you know.
um,
So
yeah.
I guess that's our tier list.
Um, I don't know. I don't think.
Honestly, the more I'm looking at this, the more I
I
realize
feel
that
like
I wonder if Assassin's Creed is slightly overrated as a series. Because
no. I have always thought that after the first like 4 games,
I'm just looking at it and I'm like, wow, like
well,
three in
they
Origins.
haven't made a good game in like 10 years, like a good mainline game. Like when did Syndicate come out? Like 2015, 2014.
Oh, yeah, I think it's newer than that, but I'll look.
They haven't made like a mega game in a long
Syndicate
time.
came out in 2015.
When did
That's a
Black
long.
Flag come out? Because that's what I would say is like
20.
a
I
late
believe it's 2013. Although 2013 doesn't sound right.
2012 maybe.
No, it is 2013. I was right.
Okay. Black Flag is like, in my opinion, the last like everybody knew that Assassin's Creed. Well, I guess it's the pinnacle of their success.
I just think what they did was they got greedy. They shot themselves in the foot. They tried to release Rogue and Unity at the same time, making both of them worse games in the process. Um, and then I think that destroyed a lot of goodwill. And then people didn't want to play Syndicate because they felt like it wasn't a big enough change. And I feel like Syndicate's pretty good. Like I think Syndicate's good.
I like Syndicate. I remember playing it. I remember playing either playing the DLC with Jack the Ripper
Dude, the Jack the
or
Ripper DLC is peak. I fucking love
um
that DLC.
or at least I watched it, but I remember beating the game.
Yeah.
I
No,
think
it's fun. It's fun. And Origins is good. I just think Odyssey and Valhalla were too divisive, and then Mirage was not enough. And then Shadows, well, that was its own shitstorm.
I think I am excited for coming up.
I see. Transition. Bye bye, Assassin's Creed.
Bye bye. Bye 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 bye.
Bye bye.
Another thing I think I am excited for is the new Predator TV show that's animated. I think it's a
Yeah,
TV show.
so
It could be a movie.
I know nothing about
Um,
this.
Basically, it's like it has a really cool like art style too. It's like a Sifu style art style, if you know what I'm talking about. It's that sort of type of
Oh,
art style.
that's so like kind of like
It's a
drawn,
little
but
yeah, it's a little less detailed than maybe like it's a little less detailed than like Arcane, for example. But it's like I still
what is
like the art
this?
style.
Is this called Predator Badland? No, that's a movie. What is
It
this
might be
called?
a movie.
I'm trying to find an
Predator
image to refer.
animated
It's
series.
not Predator Killer of Killers, is it?
Uh it is
It's
actually.
Killer of Killers.
I think so, bro.
A Viking raider, a ninja in feudal Japan, a World War II pilot encounter a fierce intergalactic hunter. Matthew,
Yeah.
this already came out. This came out today.
Oh, it came out as we're speaking about it right now.
It literally came out today.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah, I'm seeing it.
well, I guess I'll watch it later.
Yeah, it's on Hulu. So, Cheer, do you want to look at the? I have the poster pulled up. If you want to look at it.
Yeah, I'll look at it.
All right, here's the IMDb. Oh God, wait, I'm getting a giant ad. We can look at images here.
This guy's getting an ad.
The ads are trying to get me.
Don't worry, Tron will save you. Another show I'm excited, or another movie I'm excited about for later this year.
So this is what you're talking about right here?
I can't see it, but
you can't see it. Oh, is my share the screen still not working? Okay.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'll just close it. Hopefully the audience could see it. That's why we had technical issues earlier, dear listener. My shit is not working.
Hopefully.
Oh, and also that reminds me. You know what else came out today? We can talk about that show further. But you know what else came out today?
What?
New season of Phineas and Ferb.
Oh, cool.
What do you mean? Oh, cool. You're not excited about that? That doesn't get you hyped?
Not really,
bro.
Okay, I watched Phineas and Ferb as a kid. Don't get me wrong.
Bro, get this dude out of here. Get this guy out of here.
But
bury the platypus.
I don't like. I'm not really that irked to watch.
You're garbage, bro. Fuck out of here.
I'm gonna keep it.
Fuck out of here. Fine. Go back to talk about Predator, bro, before I kill you.
Yeah, that is something I'm excited for because Prey wasn't a bad movie.
No, and there's a new Predator movie coming out, isn't there?
Unlike recent Predator movies, where they literally had Actually, I won't say what I was going to say. But it was really dumb. The movie before Prey.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Is that the one where like autism was a superpower?
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah,
the kid could sense it because he was autistic or something along the lines like that.
No, I'm pretty sure that's it was very odd. It was very odd. No, but there's a new Predator movie coming out later this year. Are you aware of that? Yeah, they all got together before Matthew got banned back to the Shadow Dimension, known as Arizona.
Yeah, before I got
also you'll have to bleep out that it'll be floating the bleep. You can't you know, you gotta they can't know. They can't know anything. But
anyway, as I was saying, we were talking about this, and so we're all excited because of Prey, which is a good movie. Go watch it.
Yeah, so the Predator Badlands doesn't come out till November, apparently. So we will not be able to catch that together, sadly, because we'll be back at school.
We'll do Teleparty or some shit.
Teleparty for a movie in theaters.
Yeah. We'll get back to that at a later date.
Yeah, we'll check back. Maybe check back in on the pod in like 6 months, and maybe we'll make an episode on it.
Yeah, episode 34 or some shit.
What are we at? What episode is this?
27.
Bro does not know.
We're in the 20s, I think.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to add about Predator trailer, or is that it?
Tron movie coming out later this year. Very excited for that.
Okay, that's not the Predator. But okay.
No.
Yeah, isn't it like Tron? Like, what is it? Legacy? Is that the new one? No, Legacy is the old one. What's the new one?
He fights for the users.
Okay, yeah, thank you. Tron Legacy. Tron Ares. That's what it is.
They always have to give it some fucking.
It has Jared Leto. Oh.
J Lo.
Oh no!
Not the same person.
Not the same person.
Anyway, we'll move on from the movie talk.
Yeah, I don't have a ton of time, but I can probably do one more if we want to do one more. So
which one you want?
Yeah, so recently I don't really know. I'm assuming CD Projekt Red must have released this themselves. There was a little gameplay snippet of The Witcher 4 that was released.
Dude, it was actually me. I was the leaker. Give me all the credit.
Matthew was the leaker.
I was hiding in their vents, taking
Allegedly, of
4K
course.
camera footage quality.
Allegedly, of course. But yeah, it's the
Yeah,
Witcher 4 tech demo. Oh, I didn't realize it was like 15 minutes long. I only saw like 5 minutes of it. Oh, it was probably part of the PlayStation State of Play. That's
yeah,
probably
that
what it
makes
was
sense.
part of. Yeah. Um, but yeah, it looked really cool. I'm excited for it. This just makes me excited. I just finished. I decided to replay The Witcher 3 in preparation, so I just finished 100% completion of the main game and all the DLCs, which was 152 hours. I was telling Matthew about that before we started recording.
And I'm playing it,
So
or going to try and play it.
are you gonna play it? Yeah, you should. It's great. It's a
I
really good
have
game.
I'm at the part after the tracking of the footprints, and after finding, I think, the wolves.
The what? What
Um,
are you talking? What are you talking about?
so after you fight the griffin, you go up north to, dude, what are they called? You go up to this like little mini fortress, where these guys are
Oh, are you
taking
talking
over.
about where the emperor is? Where Vazimir
Maybe,
hangs out?
yeah.
Or
And
Vazimir?
then
That's
you
not his
go
name.
south
But
down to the
yeah, to
hunter's
Velen. You're going to
den.
Velen. Yeah,
Yeah, and
I
then
know what you're talking
you
about.
you
Okay,
help him out, do some shit. So,
okay. So you're help. Are you
um,
like the helping the Bloody Baron? Is that who you're talking about?
maybe
Maybe. Okay. You're in early Velen. It's fine. It's still early game. I doubt
I'm
you've
early,
even.
bro.
It's good though. You should definitely stick with it. You don't have to take as long as I did and do everything. If you actually, in fact, if you care about your sanity, I recommend you don't, especially in Skellige, because good fucking lord, it's exhausting to get all the question marks in Skellige. Um, but yeah, I think the DLCs are great. Don't miss those. They're really really good. I really like Blood and Wine. Um, and
I
yeah,
think
I'm
the
just.
fourth game could be great.
I agree. I
It could
agree. I
also be
think
bad.
they need to not have a cyberpunk style launch. That needs to be good on release.
Yeah,
Um,
be like Rockstar. Fucking delay
yeah,
the game
delay the shit
indefinitely.
at. Oh yeah, GTA 6 delay. We could that could have
G-
been a thing we talked about.
give me a complete game when it comes out. Don't give
Yeah,
me
yeah,
a incomplete product, please.
yeah. No, on God, dude.
I'm
GTA 6
fine with the
release is gonna be
Rockstar
fucking
approach.
crazy. Yeah, and yeah, yeah. I just agree. I just agree. Like Witcher 4 has so much potential. I like Ciri as the main character. I think that's cool. I think she could
I
be
think
interesting. Apparently, the game is set. I don't know if it's mostly set or just partly set, but it's in Kavir, which I know you probably don't know what that is, but it's like a different area.
well, actually, I've read the books.
Wait,
You're
have you
wrong.
actually? Wait, have you actually read the books?
No, I just know
Oh, oh,
I've watched a lore video on
oh,
the
I see.
previous games
Okay, so you do
before I played
know
Witcher
some
3.
stuff. Okay, I see. I see. So you
Um,
might know more than me then, because I just know what's in Witcher 3. No, Brett does not know. Yeah, so I think Witcher
I
4. They
all I
said in the
remember
video.
from my
Yeah,
research is that Triss and Yennefer is like the in the game. Triss is more appealing than in the books. Like there is no reason in the books to choose Triss.
yeah. No, Triss sucks. My
In
real
in the
ones only choose
game,
Yennefer. Yeah, don't
no.
be choosing. Do not be choosing Triss, bro. You and I, don't do it, Matthew. Don't do it, Matthew.
Oh,
Don't do it. Don't
I'm
do
gonna
it.
do it.
No,
Lake is in 5.
Matthew. No. Choosing Triss is the wrong choice. I usually don't say that, but that is in games. But that is a wrong choice for sure.
It makes more sense in game than in the. If it was
No,
the books,
boo,
you'd be weird.
boo,
But
boo, boo, boo. I'm booing you. I'm booing you. Okay. Well, I think this is probably a good ending spot. Just go check out the tech demo because we can't show the full Witcher 4 tech demo here, but go
true,
watch it because it
we'll
looks
get
cool.
copyright struck.
Yeah.
Because YouTube hates young
Us. It hates
creators.
us. Yeah.
Yeah,
Specifically
Junkyard
us.
Incorporated.
Yeah. Yeah. It's
We are
not a
the
fair.
trash of YouTube.
Yeah, we are. That's true. That's not even. Yeah. Um. But Matthew and I might try and get one more little episode like this out before I go home and then don't have this set up. Um,
This is
I,
true.
I was trying to decide if I should take my microphone home with me over the summer, but I have not decided yet. So,
For some odd reason, your Wi-Fi at your house seems different. Um,
like,
like it's not as good.
oh, okay, that's
I
weird.
don't know why that is. I didn't care
Yeah,
to ask, but it didn't seem like the god tier
that it used to be.
setup that it used to be.
Interesting. I'll do that. I'm sure that listeners are waiting with bated breath. I'll be sure to look into that.
They're like,
Yeah.
what is this? You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I'll look into
What are
that
these
when I get
people
home.
talking about?
That's very
Um,
odd. But yeah, I think this is a good place to end the episode. I got some plans after this with some friends that I gotta make it to. So yeah, I think I think that's it. I don't know if Matthew's gonna say his famous catchphrase, which we all hate, but
they all love it.
no,
Don't listen to them.
we
I don't lock them in my basement. But remember, junk it out.
don't no no no.